Do you ever worry that your canned tuna might contain dangerously high levels of mercury? Or that the company behind the label is cutting corners with sourcing, labor practices, or even what species of fish ends up in the can? You're definitely not alone. Tuna is supposed to be a healthy, affordable staple. But more and more, people are realizing it's not always the simple pantry hero it used to be. In this video, we're diving into 7 canned tuna brands you might want to avoid, based on everything from independent lab testing to customer complaints. But don't worry, we're not leaving you stranded. We're also sharing 2 safer, reliable options that consumers love and trust. Let's get started with the brands you may want to skip next time you're in the canned food aisle. Number 7. Bumblebee. One of the oldest and most widely recognized tuna brands in the US, Bumblebee has a long shelf presence and trusted reputation. But behind the label, things get a little complicated. In 2020, Bumblebee pleaded guilty to price fixing as part of a massive industry-wide investigation, ultimately leading to a whopping $25 million fine. That wasn't just a financial slap on the wrist, it was an admission of manipulating tuna prices that directly impacted you at the checkout line. One Reddit user vented, "We've paid more for junkier fish, and they knew what they were doing the whole time." Toxic metals have also been a concern. Independent testing by Consumer Reports found measurable levels of mercury in Bumblebee products, including its light tuna, which is typically marketed as safer. Think about that. A brand people grab in bulk at warehouse stores might be delivering higher than expected mercury content. So we've covered Bumblebee, but our next brand is a different story entirely. Number 6. Chicken of the Sea. Owned by Thai Union Group, one of the world's largest seafood conglomerates, Chicken of the Sea presents itself as a classic American favorite with a nostalgic jingle and decades of brand recognition. But behind the scenes, this brand has faced serious scrutiny. In 2015, Chicken of the Sea was directly implicated in the same price-fixing scandal as Bumblebee, and narrowly avoided indictment by agreeing to cooperate in the government's investigation. That cooperation might have saved them legally, but it didn't erase the damage. Environmental groups have long criticized Thai Union for unsustainable fishing practices, particularly their lag in eliminating destructive fish aggregating devices, which often result in high levels of bycatch, including sharks, turtles, and juvenile fish. There's also been consumer outcry over texture and taste. One reviewer noted, "It used to be flaky and light. Now it's mushy, watery, and off-putting." That seems to be the heart of it. Many loyal customers feel the quality has declined while trust has eroded. Let's see who's up next. Number 5. Great Value Tuna. As Walmart's in-house brand, Great Value products are designed to give you more for less, and on price alone, they succeed. But when it comes to canned tuna, several troubling issues have surfaced that might make even the most budget-conscious shopper think twice. In independent lab tests conducted by Consumer Reports in 2022, Great Value's chunk-light tuna samples showed some of the highest mercury levels among the store brands tested. That's a serious concern, especially for pregnant individuals or families with young children who often rely on light tuna as the safer option. There are also concerns about transparency. Walmart doesn't always disclose detailed sourcing information on the label, and sourcing can vary by location and pack date. That lack of consistency makes it harder for consumers to make informed decisions about sustainability or fish species, something smaller, more traceable brands often commit to. One longtime shopper shared on a grocery review site, "It's cheap, sure, but it has an odd taste lately, and I'm not sure what I'm even eating anymore." Think about that. Saving a few cents up front could come at a cost to your health or peace of mind. But wait until you see who's next. Number 4. Star-Kissed. This brand is practically synonymous with canned tuna in American kitchens, and Charlie the Tuna has been smiling at us from grocery shelves for generations. But behind that friendly mascot lies a string of controversies that should give any tuna lover pause. In 2019, StarKist was sentenced in the same federal price-fixing investigation that snared Bumblebee and Chicken of the Sea. The company was fined $100 million, the maximum penalty allowed by law, for its role in a scheme that ran for years and artificially inflated prices for consumers. That means shoppers were unknowingly paying more for a product that was quietly losing trust and quality. StarKist has also faced criticism regarding its sustainability claims. Several watchdog groups, including Greenpeace, have ranked the brand poorly for lagging behind in using responsibly caught tuna and failing to fully transition away from environmentally damaging fishing methods. And then there's the mercury concern. Consumer reports found inconsistent levels across StarKist products, especially in albacore varieties. "I stopped buying it after getting a metallic aftertaste and a headache," wrote one reviewer. That might sound anecdotal, but it echoes a growing uncertainty. When even the most mainstream brand can't offer consistency or transparency, it's time to take a closer look. That brings us to number 3, and this one might surprise you. Number 3. Kroger brand tuna. As the nation's largest supermarket chain, Kroger commands a lot of trust from consumers who assume their private label goods are held to high standards. But when it comes to their canned tuna, there's growing reason to pause. In 2021, testing by advocacy group Mercury Policy Project ranked Kroger's store brand tuna among the highest for mercury content in albacore samples, with some cans testing at levels that exceeded EPA recommendations for frequent consumption. That's especially concerning given how many families rely on store brands like Kroger for school lunches and quick protein. And it's not just the mercury. Sustainability transparency is another weak point. Kroger's canned tuna offers almost no sourcing detail, making it nearly impossible for shoppers to understand whether the fish were caught using responsible methods or came from overfished stocks. One disappointed customer summed it up in a product review. "It's like mystery meat in a can. No info, weird taste, and I'm not giving this to my kids anymore." That sentiment echoes a broader unease. When even trusted grocery chains offer little clarity, it puts the burden on you, the shopper, to dig for answers. So we've covered Kroger, but what comes next may leave you even more concerned. Number 2. Safe Catch. Now, this one might be a bit unexpected, but stick with me. Safe Catch markets itself as the cleanest option on the shelf, claiming to test every single tuna for mercury. And it's true, their testing standards are far stricter than FDA requirements. That alone is impressive. But here's the catch. Their products are often significantly more expensive than mainstream brands, sometimes double or even triple the price per can. And not everyone is convinced it's worth it. In blind taste tests, some consumers say the flavor can be dense or dry compared to traditional tuna packed in oil. One person commented online, "I want to love it, but the texture is chalky to me. It just doesn't have that familiar bite I'm used to." And while Safe Catch is praised for its low mercury promises, critics note that much of the company's sourcing data isn't immediately available on the can, prompting some skepticism about just how safe it really is. That said, it's not the worst offender by a long shot. Still, when you're paying a premium for peace of mind, it's fair to expect full transparency. And finally, that brings us to number 1, the brand that raised more red flags than any other on the list. Number 1. Century Tuna. While more commonly found in international markets and specialty stores in the US, Century Tuna has gained a growing customer base thanks to its bold marketing and global reach. But dig a little deeper, and alarming concerns begin to surface. Environmental and labor rights organizations have repeatedly raised red flags about the supply chains used by Century Pacific, which owns Century Tuna, especially in Southeast Asia. In investigations published by the Environmental Justice Foundation and other watchdogs, fishing fleets associated with their sourcing operations have been linked to illegal fishing methods and even reported instances of forced labor. These aren't just distant issues. They're part of the can you're opening. Consumers have also noted frequent inconsistencies in flavor and quality, from overly fishy aromas to oily residues that feel more industrial than edible. One longtime buyer shared, "It was my go-to for years, but after researching how it's sourced, I just couldn't support it anymore." Think about that. When a brand raises ethical, environmental, and health questions, all while still charging a premium in some markets, it deserves serious scrutiny. But don't worry, not all tuna has to come with that kind of baggage. Let's shift gears and talk about two brands doing things differently, brands that might actually deserve a spot in your pantry. First, let's talk about Wild Planet. This brand is consistently listed among the top choices by environmental groups and health-conscious consumers alike. What makes them stand out is their commitment to pole and line fishing methods, which drastically reduce bycatch and help protect marine ecosystems. Wild Planet also proudly displays the exact species of tuna on their labels and includes catch location information, something many mainstream brands still avoid. That kind of transparency lets you make confident choices. Testers praised the flavor and texture too, describing it as firm, meaty, and fresh tasting, even straight out of the can. You can find Wild Planet in most national grocery store chains and online, making it a convenient and responsible upgrade. The second brand we recommend is Ocean Naturals. While it may not have the same name recognition as some of the bigger players, this brand has quietly built a strong following among mindful shoppers, and for good reason. Ocean Naturals emphasizes responsibly sourced, wild-caught tuna and provides full traceability right on the label and website. That means you can see exactly where your fish was caught and what type of boat caught it. This level of openness is rare in the canned tuna world and speaks volumes about the company's values. Taste-wise, Ocean Naturals holds its own with good flake structure and a clean flavor that doesn't require drowning it in mayonnaise to make it palatable. If you're looking for a simple, trustworthy swap for the more problematic brands, this is a solid bet. So there you have it, 7 canned tuna brands to think twice about, and 2 thoughtful choices that do things right from sea to shelf. What about you? Have you tried any of these brands, or do you have a go-to tuna that you trust and love? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. If this video helped you feel more confident in your food choices, please tap that like button and subscribe so we can keep bringing these helpful deep dives your way. Stay smart, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Whether you're a lifelong tuna fan or just trying to make better choices for your health and the planet, it really comes down to awareness. You shouldn't have to sacrifice quality, safety, or ethics just to enjoy a quick meal from your pantry. Hopefully, this video gave you some clarity, and maybe even some peace of mind the next time you're cruising the canned food aisle. As always, we appreciate your time and your trust. Stay informed and be a savvy shopper. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. And hey, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, drop a tuna emoji or just type "wild caught" in the comments below to let us know you're part of the informed crew. It helps more than you know, with the algorithm, with building this incredible community, and with making sure content like this reaches the people who need it. Thank you again for being here, for caring, and for taking the time to learn what's really behind the labels. Stay curious, stay kind, and we'll catch you in the next one. One last takeaway before we wrap this up. Canned tuna doesn't have to be confusing or feel like a risky choice. With just a bit of insight into where your food comes from and how it's made, you can turn a once questionable purchase into something you feel genuinely good about. Labels matter, transparency matters, and so does your voice as a consumer. When you support brands that do the right thing, you're helping to shape a better, more responsible food system for everyone. It's a small shift with a big ripple effect. So here's to more informed shopping and a healthier plate, one can at a time. And remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Even being aware of just one or two better options can start to shift your habits in the right direction. So the next time you're reaching for a can, ask yourself, is this brand aligned with the values that matter to me? Whether that's sustainability, safety, or just straight-up taste, your choices ripple outward. Thanks again for watching, for educating yourself, and for being part of a community that genuinely cares. Until next time, stay curious, eat well, and take good care of yourself. And if you ever feel overwhelmed when choosing between brands or sorting through all the claims on their labels, just remember this: you're not alone. More and more people are waking up to how important transparency and accountability are in the food we eat every day. Keep asking questions, keep reading those labels, and don't be afraid to switch things up when you learn something new. That's how we make change. One can, one cart, one choice at a time. You're already ahead of the curve just by being here and staying informed. Thanks again for watching. And until next time, take care of yourself and keep making choices that feel right for you. So that's our full breakdown, from brands that cut corners or raise serious concerns to the ones putting in the extra effort to earn your trust. We hope this video helped you feel more empowered and informed when it comes to choosing canned tuna that's good for you and good for the planet. Remember, every time you buy a product, you're voting with your dollars. And with the right information, that vote can carry real weight. If you found this helpful, please share it with a friend or family member who might still be tossing whatever brand into the cart without thinking twice. The more we all know, the better choices we can make, together. See you in the next video. And truly, thank you for sticking with us through this entire guide. We know it's not always easy to reevaluate the things we thought were harmless pantry staples, but your willingness to learn and adjust is what creates real change, both in personal habits and in the bigger food industry picture. Keep asking questions, keep choosing consciously, and know that every small, informed decision you make does add up. You're making a difference just by caring. Until next time, be well, eat thoughtfully, and never underestimate the power of a well-chosen can of tuna. Take care. If this video helped even a little bit, even just reminded you to check the label next time, please consider giving it a thumbs up so others can find it too. We're building a community here of thoughtful, curious folks who care about what really goes into their food. And your support truly means the world. So whether you're here for the facts, the food tips, or just a friendly voice cutting through industry noise, thank you. You belong here. Be proud of the steps you're taking, and we'll keep showing up with honest, useful breakdowns you can count on. Until then, happy shopping, and don't forget to stay informed, stay compassionate, and stay curious.